Hello everyone, today I'm here to do a challenge. Today I'm doing the book Unhaul challenge. This has been floating around a lot on BookTube and I wasn't gonna do it, but then I was like, I probably should because I have a lot of books, as probably a lot of booktubers do, and that's perfectly normal. However, I don't have a ton of space as a lot of other booktubers do. I don't live in a very big house or anything. I only have two really big shelves, which you think, yes, you can fit a lot of books on. You can, but I also like to mix decor in it as well because these bookshelves are my living room, so I didn't want them to be 100% all books. That's just my personal taste. But with the limited space, it's hard to keep a ton of books. So honestly, I clean out my bookshelves pretty frequently. At the end of the month, there are some books I've either gotten in book mail that I tend to either, give away, or sometimes books I bought. I just try to be realistic, but there are some books still on my shelf that I'm still like, I don't know if you should belong on here. So today we're gonna really get cutthroat, and I'm just gonna throw I'm gonna go ahead and throw the obligatory disclaimer out there for get rid of any books that you adore. I apologize. Just know that they are going to a very good place. So they're either going to go to a friend's that really I think would like the book or really would want the book. It's going to go to the library, or it's going to go to a local thrift store that's actually a children's hospital thrift store. So all the proceeds when people buy from that thrift store goes to the children's hospital, which is an amazing hospital. It helped my brother when he was younger when he had cancer. So these books are going to well-loved homes, rest assured. I'm doing a couple giveaways with a couple books in this video. Hopefully we'll have to see how it goes. I don't know what books I'm giving away quite yet, but let's go ahead and do this. Books and Lala created this, so I will link her channel down below on her video. It's amazing. It's inspiring everyone to really examine your shelves, and it's helping me do that as well. So let's get into it. First Unhaul challenge is a book that you rated low. I'm pretty good about giving away books that usually if it's within a 3, depending how like 3 that is. It sounds so weird, but like if it's a 3 or lower, it's probably not gonna stay on my shelf, because honestly I try to keep my shelves, especially lately, of books that I really enjoy and love, not books that I'm just like, I read it and didn't like it. I don't want that on my shelf. So the one book that will be leaving within this category is The Last Miss Parrish by Liv Constantine. I read this last month. I didn't really enjoy it. Sometimes I do keep books I don't really like on my shelves for just a little bit to reference them for future videos, but this one I don't see myself referencing in the future, so I'm gonna give this to someone that I think is gonna maybe love it a lot more than I did. I unfortunately did not love it, so sorry to say. The next category is a book that you've changed your mind about, and this one's kind of hard. Like I said, there are a lot of books on my shelf that I enjoy, but I don't see myself rereading or just really loving, if that makes any sense. I'm really trying to keep my shelves full of books that I just love and adore. So the one I think that's sadly going to be leaving, even though I adore the cover of it and I do enjoy it, but I don't see myself rereading it. I don't see myself revisiting it or talking about it a lot in the future, and that is Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon. I do really like Nicola Yoon's books. I love The Sun Is Also a Star. That is one of my favorite books by far by hers. It's signed. I will never get rid of that book unless they come out with like a super special edition, but I didn't love Everything Everything. I think when I first read it I gave it a 4 out of 5, but looking back on it now I think I would give it maybe a 3, maybe 3.25. Like, I enjoyed it, but I don't enjoy it nearly as much as her other books. So sadly to say, I'm going to be giving her this one. I'm actually be giving this one to a friend that I think will really love it. The next challenge is a series that you won't be completing. This one, I don't know. I'm gonna have to examine my shelves because I don't know about this one. I don't know if there's a single series on my shelf that I don't plan on completing or hasn't already been completed. So give me a second. I found one and I don't know if I'm happy about it, but I think it needs to happen. And that is the Witchland series by Susan Dennard. I read Truth Witch 2 years ago? I want to say it was 3 years ago, I think. And I really enjoyed it. Then the sequel came out the next year, which I think was 2 years ago. I have yet to read it. I don't have a strong desire to continue on with this series because it's been so long since the first book that, that this has been out. I think there's already been another book in the series out and another book's coming out next year. So I haven't even finished the second one yet. So my pull to the series is not there anymore. So sadly, I think I'm going to be giving away these, and I think I'm going to be giving to a friend that loves fantasy, and I think she'll really enjoy these. I do enjoy these for the sisterhood bond, but I am honestly right now trying to be realistic as possible. Do I see myself reading Wind Witch? No, and I've had this, like, I do my TBR check-ins every, like, 6 months, and this has been on like the last 3 of them. So it's been on my TBR for like 2 years now, and I still have yet to read it. And I think I said if I have not read it by the end of this year, I need to get rid of it. And the end of the year is coming up, like in 6 months, I know, but I don't think I'm gonna read it. So sad to say, I'm really kind of sad about this. I'm gonna have to say goodbye to these, but I think it's necessary because I just don't think I'm gonna finish it. Here's another series that you're gonna hate that I'm getting rid of. I hate myself a little bit too, but I have already read all of these books, so this doesn't fit in the category. It's a series that I've completed. I just don't want to keep on my shelves any longer. I know, it's gonna be bad. It's the Anna and the French Kiss trilogy, and there are multiple reasons why I'm saying goodbye to this series. Number one is I have the first 2 books in the original hardcover, like when they first got published, which I don't enjoy the covers at all, and I have the 3rd one and the most recent, like when they changed the covers and stuff like that. That's one reason, because they don't match. Another reason is I read these so long ago that I don't want to say they're not relevant anymore, because all books are relevant at any point in time, but I just don't see myself rereading these, and I read them so long ago, and I don't know, with contemporaries especially, because I have so many on my shelves as it is, because I love contemporaries, I want to keep ones that I just really love and adore, and ones that I think I'll reference in the future videos. I keep saying that, but that's a really true reason why I keep some books, because I'm like, I'm going to save that for like when I talk about future contemporary videos, or when I talk about future thriller videos, I want to mention them. If I don't see a need for them, then I don't know if I would keep them. So unfortunately, I'm gonna get rid of these. These are some of my favorite contemporary books of all time, but I think if I would reread them, I don't know if I would feel the same way. I think they would be cute, but I don't know if I would love them as much. So I've been grappling with getting rid of this for a while, and I think it's time. I know you're gonna think I'm horrible. I apologize, but it's just, they're old, they don't match, and it's been so long. The next category is a book that you DNF'd, which means did not finish. And I have 2 of these, that's 4. I have 2 of these for this one as well. I'm going all up today, apparently. 2 books that I've tried reading multiple times, I'm saying goodbye to. The first one is The Last Equation of Isaac Severy. I wanted to love this book. I love the whole premise. It's about like this man named Isaac Severy who dies, that leaves like a scavenger hunt behind, and his daughter tries to solve it, and it's definitely much more than that. It's about this family, but I found the writing to be very, very hard to get into. There were so many characters, it got so confusing. I think I gave this book, bookmarks still in there, I gave this book to 173 pages and I DNF'd it. Why did I? Oh, that's one of my favorite bookmarks. Thank God I looked through that. But yeah, I read like over half of it, and I was just like, I don't think I could read this anymore, because it was literally taking all that I had to read this book. So I know a lot of people really enjoy it. I just did not. I mean, I didn't finish it, but yeah, this is going to go to someone I think would enjoy it a lot more. And the other one that I tried reading is The Favorite Sister by Jessica Nell. I actually, this looks beat up as mess, but I did not get very far in this book. Yeah, I only got to page 55. I need to check my bookmarks apparently. And the reason why I DNF'd this one was, again, like the first one I talked about, the writing. There were so many characters in this book. I was like, I don't understand the premise. Like the whole plot is about like this murder that happens on this reality show. Still by 55 pages in, we're still laying groundwork, and I'm like, with thrillers, I think you have to get into it pretty early on, and it wasn't happening. And I just kept reading more and more reviews that were like, this is not that great of a book, and I've heard really bad things about her first book, so I was just like, I don't think I'm going to push myself any further to read this, because I was already pushing myself so much. So these are 2 books that I DNF'd and I'm getting rid of. The next category is a book that you'll never actually get to. This one's definitely going to hurt, because this is a signed copy, and it is a exclusive cover, so I might be doing a giveaway for this one, so you know, so maybe your hearts won't break a lot. And that is Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. I got this in my Outcrate box a few months ago, and I always feel horrible when I get rid of like books from book boxes, but I don't usually do it, but this one I just don't think I'm going to read, and I don't have a desire to read. I don't know, the reviews have not been that great. I just don't feel a strong pull to it. I even said that in my Outcrate video. So I think for this one, I will be doing a giveaway for it. So be on the lookout on my Instagram, because I do Instagram giveaways a lot. So be on the lookout for that. And silver lining of this video, right? One of you will be getting this book. The next category is a book you bought because of the hype. I can't find it on my shelves right now, but I have the old edition of The Flame and the Mist by Renee Ahdieh, which I did buy. and I think it's being lent out to a friend right now, so I think I'm just gonna tell her to keep it. But I think but I bought that because of the hype. Penguin has since sent me a new paperback edition, which I'm still grappling with giving this one away too, because I read it and I don't know if I loved it, but I bought it because of the hype and because of the author, so I don't know. This might leave my shelf. This one's going into the uncertain pile, but the one that's with my friend, I think I'm definitely gonna say goodbye to. The next category is a book you bought because of the cover. Do we have the time for this? This one is could also be for because of the hype as well, and that is A List of Cages by Robin Rowe. I've had this on my shelf for, I want to say, almost close to 3 years now, and I haven't read it yet. I do want to read it, but I just don't feel pulled to read it. So I bought this one because of the hype and because of the cover, so that fits in 2 categories. So this one, I think I'm going to save for a little bit. I'm going to give myself a trial period of like 3 months, and by like August or September, if I haven't read it, it's gonna go, because it's been on my shelf for forever. So, I mean, I've heard amazing things about this book. I do want to read it. I just need to read it. So this one I'm putting in this category, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Check back in later. The next category is a book you don't know anything about. There's a lot of those for this, and it is a book I got sent. Sometimes I get books sent to me that are unsolicited that just show up literally at my doorstep, and I'm always grateful for them, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish you would have asked me, because I would have been like, this could have gone to a person that's much more deserving of it and would have read it. So for this one, I'm gonna go with Bring Me Their Hearts by Sarah Wolf. I have no clue what this book is about. Guess it's about like Alice in Wonderland thing. I don't know. I don't have a desire to read it, sadly, so I'll be giving it away. It is an ARC, which I feel horrible about, but I don't plan to read it, and so I don't see a need for it on my shelf. Unfortunately, I feel so horrible with this whole video. The next category is a book that you have multiple copies of. For that is going to be Vicious by V.E. Schwab, and I say this is one of my favorite books, by the way, so I know you're like, why am I getting rid of this? It's because Tor just sent me the brand new cover and new edition of Vicious, and I much more prefer this cover over this cover. So this is going to a friend that I know will love this book. So she's gonna be really excited to get this, so I'm excited to give it to her. But either way, this is gonna replace that right there, because honestly, the only books that I keep like multiple copies of are like Harry Potter, and that's it. I'm pretty good about like keeping one copy of a book, not unless it's like super special edition and it's like a really beautiful cover and other stuff, but honestly I don't ever have the money for that, so yeah, that's gonna go. And for the last category is a book that you didn't buy. As I just said, I get a lot of books sent to me that are unsolicited, so sometimes I keep them, sometimes I give them away, and sometimes I get really weird books, honestly. The weird books is, the one book I'm getting rid of is this book, Crafting with Cat Hair. I don't know what to say right now, because this is an odd book. I got sent it by Quark, which I love Quark because they make such quirky books, but this is just not up my alley at all. Number one, I'm a doll person. I'm just going to say that. I know a lot of you cat people are going to be very upset with me. Everyone's got their preference. Some people like cats too. Two, if I did have cats, I don't know if I would ever use a book called Crafting with Cat Hair. Why? Like, this is weird. Like, I might see if my friend that loves cats would love this book, but I could see her being like, what the heck? Like, these are actual generally crafts with your cat hair, and I'm just like, I don't know. So that's, yeah. I don't know what else to say about that one. And the other one that I've been grappling with for some time is The Becoming of Noah Shaw, and this is by Michelle Hotkin. And I don't think I'm going to get to this book because I think I'm just kind of Mara-dired out, and it was sent to me, and I'm so grateful for it being sent to me, but I just don't see myself reading it anymore. And I've been saving these for my giveaway pile, so yay, it's opportunity. First one is Love and Luck by Jen Evans Welch. I got sent an ARC, and they also sent me a finished copy, so there's no reason for me to keep the ARC, so be on the lookout for a giveaway for this too. I don't put all my giveaways up at once because, good lord, shipping, so I try to do one every other week. So just know when I say be on the lookout for this, it means anytime in June. So anytime in June or July, this is going up on my Instagram for giveaway. Another one is Escaping from Houdini by Carrie Maniscalco. I want to do a giveaway for this because I have no desire to read it. It got sent to me. I don't know why, because I did not enjoy stalking Jack the Ripper at all, but they still sent it to me, so thank you so much. But I'd rather give it to someone who's going to love it, because I know a lot of people love the series, so I'd probably do a giveaway for this one near its release date, which comes out in September. So maybe you can look out for this in August. And the other one is a Pour Your Heart Out journal that I got sent a while ago from Penguin. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a journal you fill out, but knowing me, I'm not gonna do this. Like, I don't have the time. As horrible as that sounds, it's the truth. So I'd much rather give it to somebody that's gonna have the time and energy to do that. So, I mean, yeah, this was a horrible video for me getting rid of books, but I'm giving away 4 of them in the near future, so that's good for you guys. Okay, so these are all the books that I'm giving away. There's like 18 or 19. Wow, that's a lot. So that's all the books I think I want to get rid of. I know it sounds like a lot, but like my shelves don't look that much different, if I'm being completely honest. And I'm filming a bookshelf tour very, very soon, and I kind of want to just clean up my shelves and kind of rearrange them before I do the tour. So either way, this is a way longer video than it needs to be. If I got rid of books that you love, I am so, so sorry. Just know they're going to a home, and be sure to look out for those giveaways coming soon. So it's not all sad. You're gonna be, one of you guys will be winning some books, so that'll be fun. So be sure to check out my Instagram here in the near future, because there will be some giveaways on it. I can promise and guarantee you that. And be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.